Hello, friends. Welcome to my channel S Talks. Today, let's talk about a few tips for beginner tips for running and how to increase the pace for some of you who are already running. And also, there's some of the stretches like cool down and warm up stretches that will actually just save you from body pains and long term knee pains and so on. So first things first, why should anyone run? Running is one exercise where it provides full body exercise where all your body parts are moving, and also the other thing that is the other reason that I run is to take out stress. I feel so relaxed after running, and it makes my mind so clear when I go for a run, and it also gives me lot of time while running to think about so many things and to clear up my mind. So yeah, it does burn your calories and other things, but I think the most important thing that I feel and that actually motivates me running is take out my stress, and obviously it'll also help me to stay fit. So that's why anyone should actually run. Now, where to start? It's the answer is simple. Just start running. So that's where you have to start. So the few things that is for some of you that is who's actually starting running are looking forward for running. The first thing is invest in best shoes or good shoes, decent shoes. So that makes the shoe makes a huge difference in giving you the comfort and reducing your feet pain and other things. So invest in some decent shoe. The second thing is warm-ups makes a huge difference. So don't just assume that anyway you're going for running, which is an exercise anyway. Why should actually spend extra that whatever 5-10 minutes doing warm-ups? Warm-ups make a huge difference in terms of reducing your body pains and actually getting you ready for the run. So like few warm-ups like jumping jacks or squats or lunges, like any other stretches that you prefer, makes a huge difference. Then while running, your feet posture or feet movement is really important to reduce the long term pains, like whether it is knee pain or feet pain and other things. So the posture should be while you're running, your feet should you should be running on your front foot. Like let's assume this is your feet, which is flat. You shouldn't be actually running on your flat feet. So while if you're running on your flat feet, you basically your heel is hitting the ground, and the more that your heel is hitting the ground, the stress that it creates on your knees is really high, and that leads to long term knee pains and also other aches. So the best way to actually avoid those pains is run on your front foot, right? So assume that this is your feet, and you run on your front foot. Naturally your heel is actually little up in the air. I mean, it's not that it is really up, but just slight. It's not like really banging the ground, right? So you're basically every time that you put a foot, just make sure that is your front foot is actually going first, and then naturally your heel will go up a little bit, right? So this is the moment. So you should actually be running this way. It doesn't come naturally. It requires a lot of practice. But important thing is for you to actually pay attention that you actually run on your front foot, right? Over a period of time, it becomes your second nature and you will get it. But just pay attention to that. Then the most important thing after the run, because I mean you would have run whatever half hour, 1 hour, or 10 minutes, whatever time that you ran, the your body is really forcing you to take rest, right? Or calls quit, right? Meaning like completely, I mean, take rest. That's when you have to really actually do some cool down exercises after run, which will save you a great deal from any body pains and other aches that will actually get developed. So the same like lunges and jumping jacks and squats and other stretches, like you can do some hand stretches. That actually makes a huge difference. And also while running, it's not only your feet movement, your overall body movement is also equally important. So one thing is you should actually stand straight and look forward, and your hand movement is also equally important. Do not keep your hands like steady, right? You should actually just move with grace. So your hands also should rhythmically move along with your legs, like this. The other thing is, don't keep your hands up. The hands should actually just go down, like with your full, your basically the wrist actually should actually just open up, so it should close to your tummy. And the reason this is important, if you keep it up, you basically, your lungs are actually just holding up and it doesn't allow you to take a lot of breath. If you keep it down, I mean, you will see that the difference between this one and this one. So it will actually give you, your lungs are actually just more open for breathing, and also it gives you nice posture. So every time that is you're moving like this, it's actually giving you the extra force for you to move forward. So that body movement and the hand movement is equally important, not just actually moving your legs. So your hand movement is also equally important. Now we covered the beginner tips. Now, for those of you that is who wanted to go for long runs, already running like whatever 5K or 6K or so, and then wanted to do like a 10K. So how do you go about it? So the thing that actually really worked out for me is you set the goal. Like if your target, if you're already running like 6K or 8K, and if you want to actually just go for a 10K run, so first you set the goal, then you start running. I mean, after warm ups and other things that I talked about, you start running. You first of all fix your mind that you want to run for 10 kilometers. And there are so many factors that play out after like whatever 3 kilometer running or 4 kilometer running. There are so many factors that will actually just force you to to pass running, right? It could be your body aches, feet ache, or breathlessness. There are so many factors that actually just play out. The best thing is, do not stop. Do not stop. Just decrease your pace, right? Decrease your pace. I mean, go a little slow, but do not stop, because the minute actually you stop, then your entire pace is taken away, and then you get into more like a relaxed mode. It's very difficult to resume it back. Most importantly, that will actually set a back step in terms of actually going for long runs. So that's why just keep running with reduced pace. Then after a period, like assume that you're feeling breathlessness or pains at 4 kilometers or 5 kilometers. If you just keep running with reduced pace, trust me, after maybe another kilometer or so running, your body get adjusted to it, because you're passing the signal that is, I'm not giving up. You just get used to it. I mean, that's what you're instructing your body, and then it'll automatically get adjusted to it. And I'm not just saying a theoretical thing. This is something, a practical experience that I had. So it will get adjusted, and then you will be able to complete that 10K run easily. So that's the trick that I followed. Hope that works for you. Then for some of you that is who wanted to increase pace, right? So you want to go for speed runs and other things. So the best thing is for increasing pace, it's very important when you start running, right? So preferably early mornings are the best, because you have all the energy and you're very fresh, and most importantly your tummy is empty, right? So do take very light food, or maybe some energy bar or something. Our empty stomach is also fine. I mean, I really like running in empty stomach. That is the first thing. The second thing that at least I follow, I practice, is my first whatever 1 mile, the first mile or kilometer, I go with full pace, because I just did my stretches and I'm with full energy. I go with full pace. So that is my best mile or kilometer. Then with that pace, you're tuning your body to that pace that you wanted to run, right? From there on, you're able to sustain that pace. It may go a little bit down, but at least like you kind of actually come close to that the best pace that you maintain in that first mile or so. That works for me, and important that you push to basically be close to that pace. Some others, I mean, some others suggest that the other way is like you just run like 1 or 2 miles or kilometers with a slow pace, and then you pick up pace, and that is also another approach people suggest. That's something that worked for me is like run with your full pace, and then see from there, like the body will just get used to it. So these are the tips, but yeah, I mean, the important thing is for anyone to actually just start running, and then all these things, the fine tuning will happen automatically. Happy running, stay safe.